how he got the same treatment the Vitality players did when Zero did. When Simple played badly, Navi looked like a fucking bottom of the top 10 team. And then you go to the Blast Moscow event, you finish last place. You fucking joke.
Well, I'm just going to tell you this straight off the bat, right? In case people weren't clear on my view. Zeus is a cunt.
This show is so unreasonable. So you just pass like your opening gambit. I'd like to make a statement. Zeus is a cunt.
No, listen is why I'm not giving you more credit on the show. I'm doing a new thing. I'm starting 2020 early, New Year's resolution. If your fan base is insufferable, your team can get the fuck out of my podcast. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of fandoms making everything cancer. So, unfortunately, the boys stick to drinking piss out of shoes, you fucking weirdos. I'm done. I'm done with your fucking teams in CS, right? Team Liquid came in like fucking, their box is fucking gone. They're fucking, we're losing
all
scrims.
Fucked up, everything, yeah.
Bracket ends up fucked up. Vitality, it's like, Zero was good and all that, but we throw the occasional flashbang. He's killed 1,000 more people than any of you. You got that going on,
exactly.
Right? Like literally. There's so much of the major. You've got an entire if you're ESL, don't come crying to me about the major when you've got 80% of the calendar. What we'll do is we'll talk about Rostermania now because I see some smart cunts in the chat going, I thought this was the Rostermania episode. Yeah, it's only one of the most important statements Valve have ever made about the future of our game. You're right. Let's talk about how Zeus is a cunt again, shall we? We'll do our greatest hits, right? But we'll pick up the stuff about exclusive.
To pay me.
Yeah.
It was my idea originally, actually. I told her, I said, listen, Igor, Ivan, whatever your name is, I don't fucking care. You're not called Igor. So anyway, keep all this in. And he goes, listen, way to make a bit of extra skrill on the side. Ever thought of DMCA and anyone? It's a joke. You have to uphold it. Valve won't come after you. I'll sort them out.
Yeah, I'll sort Valve out. I don't know why I'm talking like this. All right, anyway. They didn't get through. They lost to fucking Greyhound, which is like, you can just imagine Jason Lake, red tie, white shirt. He's watching from this like super technologically advanced like training facility.
Jerry Jones is literally sat there. So Jason, who are we losing to right now? What are these like the best team in the world or something?
Yeah, exactly. Like fucking Dak Prescott's walking past. I want my 20 mil, motherfucker. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, listen, Dak, I'm a bit busy now. We're one of my bigger properties right now. We're trying to win the world championship with that, mate. Let's maybe your time's later.
Yeah. We'll pick up your contract talks later. Jason's like going, well, the thing is, Jerry, Greyhound are they're kind of a semi New Zealand and Australia. And what have I timed out there?
No, just you might talk for a second. But we heard you roughly.
Yeah, well, I could just stop shouting.
It's all right now. That way, in some ways, ruined the atmosphere of the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine if we were all just sat really quiet, like fucking C-SPAN or something. Well, Richard, the neoliberal perspective. That would be the worst shit ever, wouldn't it? It would just be so garbage.
Mate, I want to do a podcast about Trudeau, but anyway, let's not. Right? So he's out of control.
I call him fucking Alibaba.
Anyway, so Arabian Nights. Right, anyway, right, let's just fucking it's shameful what he did.
Yes,
shameful.
Yes, I disavow.
I totally disavow Justin Trudeau. I want that on record. So anyway.
Which for people who don't know, and this is one area of this story that people will not understand, that team is paid way better than the results they were getting. They're not some shitter team just because they are in the rankings. They have the whole time in Complexity been trying to make a real pro team. So they've been paying these people a comparative salary for the NA region. Like, they've been paid very well. So guess what? In a world in which people like Obo would never be playing pro Counter-Strike because you'd have their spot as some washed up old cunt who isn't even good anymore, and who's literally like some sort of rat human hybrid scouting the post-apocalyptic world of the end of a round, looking for someone else's orb to take back to your fucking lair, like that scene from the fucking Road movie where that guy took that one can of Coke and gave it to his child as a gift, and some sort of fucked up neoliberal nightmare dystopia where the child drank the Coke, and rather than just say, as anyone would in the future, this is disgusting and tastes so sugary, it isn't even nice, instead he literally absorbed it into his soul like it took the soul of Jesus from a fucking empty tomb. Like, it's just unreal, isn't it? Like, what are you doing, Ricky? You were a check-stealing motherfucker. That's all that needs to be said. I've said it, and it's over.
Good. Well, anyway, so yeah, understand that the only reason that question put a pin in this, but whatever. But he's out at FaZe. And then we start looking at, well, who are they going to bring in? So obviously the usual leaks are happening. People are getting the practice servers. And they've been playing with coldzera. And, of course, Nico's been out there like, hey, look at me and my bro coldzera. I can't wait for that relationship to go sour. I can't wait for 1 year from now coldzera to be doing interviews. Man, I should never have played with a Nico, man. He is an asshole, man. Now give me my human growth hormone.
Oh, and remember... Do you know the dirty move they do in the modern day is like, everyone by default in the modern media world has become Stalin and just deletes the old photos of their old boyfriend or whatever. They like
100%.
Like,
100%.
I don't know why, because it's so egregious that all of a sudden there's no photos of them anymore. Like, what? Yeah. Why? They just don't exist anymore.
Yeah, exactly. They've just gone. Like, coldzera is just not in them anymore, mate.
I never had a boyfriend. What are you talking about?
So the scapegoat, mate. That's what that reeks of. Like, you bring in
He's the fall guy, basically.
Yeah, 100%. And let me tell you, Nico is so fucking cynical and so fucking arrogant and so fucking conniving that absolutely that is a factor in bringing in a young, unproven player to the team.
But on the upside, coldzera is going to be there, and you saw how he treated that Showtime guy, so don't worry. It'll probably be fine for you, mate.
Yeah, so imagine that as well, right?
They'll be doing the exit interview, Nico and Cold combined from the next major going. Of course, it's mainly that Brocky cunt who cost us the middle.
Yeah, and I'm telling you.
But now we're going to bring in Shocks, and it'll all be fine.
You always, when you're talking about what's going on in FaZe, and now you're talking, this kid might not have a lot to do, this Brokey kid, but I've got to say I've got my doubts, and I've mainly got my doubts based on internal stuff. I just think when the going gets tough, would I want to look over and right, we're in the trenches, we're fighting a war. I've got to, be willing to die for my brothers to get to this hill, to this objective, to take out the machine gun turret. And I'm like, right, guys, we got to do this. And I look around, and I got Nico on my right and coldzera on my fucking left. They go, yeah, we're right behind you, buddy. Good. I'm gonna get fucking drilled, and they're just gonna be sat there going, daft cunt. So fuck that. Like, I wouldn't want to go to war with any of those
now.
guys.
Are you baiting him or is it me this round?
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to go to fucking war with either of those guys. I think they're all about their own self-interest. The ante and pay him what he felt his market value was. You're just going to airbrush him out of history, are you? So, yeah, that's fucking disgraceful. But it's Riot, man. What do you expect? You don't exist. I don't exist. I've done, every time there's been a big fucking change in the league. Like, the landscape in League of Legends would be completely different if it wasn't for me. But I'm persona non grata. Except when they have those weird little meetings where they bring me up or they're interviewing someone. Do you know Richard Lewis? Do you like Richard Lewis? Well, you can't have a job here. Yeah, get fucked. You know what I mean? Like has been fucking...
Just ignore what they're doing. Why are you bothered?
Know,
Why are you bothered? Are you fragile? Are you snowflakes? I'm like... They're just in your face all the time. Shame.
This aged well. Shame.
Oof,
that aged well. Shame.
Big oof. Yikes.
You man child. Just ignore the shit being thrown in your face. How dare you reply to the person throwing shit at you, you mad child, you mad baby.
I said on Twitter.
Shame.
The maddest one ever for me has to be when social justice people describe others as piss babies.
Oh, mate, I love that one.
What even is that? That's not even like a recognised slang.
No.
That's like something a little
No, because they all make up their own fucking words.
Like
milkshake
slang.
duck. And they all think it's super clever because they're super clever, and it's like
these little piss babies.
I know, man, children. Yeah, and he's from Manchester, and you're from Liverpool, and you go, let's get matching tattoos, and then you just never see that cunt again. That's where that is headed, right? That's what this relationship is actually going to pan out like. They're going to do the matching tattoo thing very soon, and then they're going to realize, shock horror, they're actually shite. And listen, coldzera's performance should totally get Scream, because he will shift all their merchandise. It's like,
what year is this guy from?
I know, right? Yeah, he's just come out the fucking coma, and he like fucking, whatever.
The only way Scream's shifted all that 100 Thieves merchandise if he's got a fucking cousin on the market store. What are you talking about?
I know, exactly. It's so berserk, isn't it, right? No, but just think about what we're talking about. 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves. Didn't they just have Ariana Grande doing a fucking video with them? So, they've got some of the biggest guys now who've turned on Cold Zero, probably the best player they've ever had. Right? Because why not? Why not just complete that fucking meme? I can't wait to do this special Brazil episode we're going to do.
The only way that would be better, right, is if their way to turn on Cold Zero would be like, I always thought Simple was better anyway. The same people who've been spamming for the last 4 years.
I know.
Cold Zero 2 majors, Simple 0 minutes. Like the same person.
Did you see, by the way?
180 completely.
Did you see, by the way, what was it? Fucking, what? I couldn't believe it. I wish I was lying, brother. I wish I was lying.
23+1 part.
23+1 cards, mate. 23+1 cards. 4 fucking real. No problem with homophobia, but don't ever turn 24.
Oh, and Billy, could you come up to the board and do the maths? What's 6 times 4? 23+1 minutes.
No, 100%, man. So anyway. I'm telling you, bud. I'm telling you, man. So anyway, I can't wait for the Brazil episode, but whatever the fuck. Anyway, I saw...